This is why I took her to child support. You don't usually sign up for child support. Like I
Mhm.
took myself to child support because she wasn't understanding that I'm already giving you more than you're supposed to get.
It's well known that 50 Cent and his eldest son, Marquise Jackson, have a strained relationship. Recently, Marquise broke down in an interview, complaining that his dad didn't give him enough money, claiming he was only getting $6,700 a month. Now their rocky relationship is making headlines again after Marquise took a jab at his father on Instagram. So what's really going on between 50 Cent and his son? Keep watching to discover why their relationship has become so contentious. Kyle McGriff is the son of the notorious drug kingpin Kenneth Supreme McGriff, who is currently serving a life sentence in federal prison for a myriad of serious crimes, including the attempted murder of 50 Cent. This attack left 50 Cent shot 9 times, and the history surrounding it adds a layer of tension to the relationship between 50 Cent and his son, Marquise Jackson. So when 50 Cent saw a photo of Marquise posing with Kyle McGriff, he couldn't help but feel a deep sense of betrayal. To him, sharing a moment with the son of the man who tried to take his life is an enormous sign of disrespect from Marquise. Despite the gravity of the situation, many observers felt that 50 Cent's response on social media was harsh and unimaginable. They believed it was something a parent should never say to their own child, regardless of the circumstances. In a tweet addressing the situation, 50 Cent expressed, "I have zero ill will towards anyone living on this earth. The people Shaniqua's son looks up to and associates with is a reflection of the negative energy he embraces towards me. I paid his mother $1,360,000 in support to afford him opportunities I never had. While some people might look at the $1.36 million in child support and think it's more than enough to provide a comfortable life, it's important to consider the context." Marquise's mother, Shaniqua Tompkins, had previously sued 50 Cent for a staggering $50 million. Not for child support, but for allegedly burning down their house in May of 2008. "He tried to kill me and his own child," Shaniqua Tompkins declared, recounting the harrowing events surrounding the suspicious 4 a.m. blaze that destroyed the $2.4 million mansion in Dix Hills, where she lived with 50 Cent's 10-year-old son, Marquise, and 4 other relatives. The fire was catastrophic, and Shaniqua was fortunate to escape with her life. In the wake of the tragedy, she claimed that 50 Cent had threatened her just days before, ominously stating that he was going to have someone pay her a visit. Local Fire Chief Larry Feld also found the circumstances surrounding the fire to be unusual. He remarked that the rapid spread and intensity of the flames were definitely suspicious, suggesting that something more sinister might have been at play. Despite the extreme nature of Shaniqua's accusations, it seems improbable that 50 Cent would intentionally burn down his own house to prevent her from having it. The legal battle that ensued over the incident never made it to trial, leaving the public curious about both sides of the story. Eventually, the courts ruled that Shaniqua had to vacate the property, prompting 50 Cent to reflect on the situation with a pointed remark. "It's kind of more like, if I can't have you, you can't have it." When an interviewer pressed him about the implications of his statement, 50 Cent replied, "Well, I don't want to say that. Don't try to make me say something I don't want to say," adding that while he didn't want to sound vindictive, the circumstances to it might seem that way. In this tangled web of accusations, 50 Cent insists that Shaniqua was responsible for the fire, while she maintains that he is the one behind the blaze. The mystery continues to linger, leaving many unanswered questions about the events that transpired that fateful night. 5 years later, the extent of 50 Cent's volatile temper came to light when a series of shocking text messages exchanged with his son, Marquis, were made public. The messages paint a troubling picture of their relationship, filled with hostility and disrespect. In a text message, Marquis reached out, stating, "Hey, I'm outside the house at the front door," but the situation quickly escalated. He continued. The lights went off. You lying? You outside? You fronting? I saw you looking out the window. Good luck in life. You're gonna need it. LOL. The messages revealed 50 Cent's biting response. Now how you going to see me when I'm in the basement? LMAO. Q. You are your mother's child. LOL. Why would you lie about that? I need a blood test because that dick sucking that you call mom went the whole time. The vitriol didn't stop there. He continued to berate his son, saying, It's cool. I will never go out my way again, you disrespectful little ow LOL. He expressed disbelief at Marquise's behavior, adding, You never do. I don't know not father that doesn't even call their son for his birthday or get him a gift for his B-day or for Christmas. You are your mother's child. I don't have a son anymore. Reactions to the text messages were swift and severe, with many people horrified by the harshness of a father speaking to his 16-year-old son in such a derogatory manner. The exchange raised questions about how their relationship had deteriorated to such a point. It appeared that 50 Cent had made an effort to visit Marquise, but the fact that Marquis didn't answer the door left many puzzled. Some viewed it as an overreaction, but the details surrounding the situation remained murky. A year later, Shaniqua Tompkins, 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend and Marquise's mother, spoke to the press about their fractured relationship. She revealed that 50 Cent hadn't seen his teenage son in 2 years, a stark reflection of their strained connection. Compounding the issue, 50 Cent did not attend Marquis' high school graduation in May of 2014. It seems that 50 Cent's relationship with his son, Marquis, has been marred by a troubling lack of communication, especially during significant milestones like birthdays. Reports indicate that 50 wouldn't even make the effort to call Marquis on his special day, a pattern that Shaniqua Tompkins, Marquise's mother, has publicly highlighted in interviews. She has consistently aired their relationship issues to the press, emphasizing the disconnect between father and son. 50 Cent, on his end, has labeled Shaniqua as crazy, bitter, and entitled, suggesting that she seeks money and fame simply because they share a child. Despite these accusations, it's essential to recognize that 50 has been financially supportive of both Shaniqua and Marquis. He reportedly contributed a staggering $1.3 million in child support over the years, which breaks down to about $6,700 per month. However, Marquis feels that amount falls short of what he needs, stating, "It's $6,700 a month. Okay, that's not a lot of money. I've seen a lot of money. That's not a lot of money." This claim raises eyebrows, especially given that New York City is notorious for its high cost of living. Under New York law, parents are obligated to support their children until the age of 21, which means that following their split in 2008, 50 Cent was legally required to pay child support until Marquis turned 21 in 2019, totaling 11 years. While 50 asserts that his financial contributions equate to $1.36 million, Marquis insists he only received the $6,700 monthly. To further unpack this, let's consider the cost of living in New York City. In 2009, the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment was about $2,400, which rose to around $3,200 by 2019. For the sake of argument, if we average that out to approximately $3,000 in rent, it leaves little room for other expenses. Utilities might cost around $300, and internet could be an additional $150. If Marquis had a car, payments and insurance could easily reach $750 per month, or he could opt for public transportation, which would be about $129 for an unlimited Metro card. Food expenses could easily hit $1,000 a month, with another $700 for clothing, bringing basic monthly costs to approximately $6,000. When you break down the expenses, it's clear that I may have overestimated many of them. The $6,700 that Marcus receives monthly is actually a substantial amount, especially considering that it doesn't even factor in any additional financial contributions from his mother, which could easily add another $1, $2, or even $3,000 each month. Many would agree that $6,700 is more than sufficient for a teenager's needs. However, Marquis isn't simply arguing about the lack of funds. He feels that it doesn't align with the lavish lifestyle he believes he deserves as the son of a rap superstar. In his words, raise a celebrity. Your child is not me. Your child has never been on a private jet before. Your child don't get flowers. Marquis points out that his upbringing has been vastly different from that of an average kid. He has experienced life in 13-bedroom mansions, taken flights on private jets, and traveled to exotic locations around the world. Given this exposure, he questions why he should have to revert to a more ordinary lifestyle now. This perspective has led many to label him as spoiled or entitled. When confronted with the idea of entitlement, Marquis defensively responds, "So wait, basically, entitlement?" He vehemently argues against the label, stating, "Out in the public, he's entitled, bro. I could have gone to school and funked out 5, 10 years. And I did it because I'm not entitled. I do not care about no bread, bro. And if I really cared about some bread, I'd be kissing his ass." Marquis's desire to maintain a certain lifestyle, fueled by his status as the son of an A-list celebrity, exemplifies the essence of entitlement. This mindset revolves around the belief that one is inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment simply due to their circumstances. Unfortunately, entitlement can breed resentment, particularly in situations like Marquis. For instance, if Marquis asked for a pair of Jordans on a Monday, his mother would ensure they were on his feet by Tuesday. Yet, rather than basking in the joy of his new kicks, Marquis found himself fixated on the retro Jordans he didn't have. The excitement of receiving a new pair quickly faded, overshadowed by thoughts of all the other styles and colors missing from his collection. What should have been a moment of gratitude turned into a source of disappointment for him. 50 Cent has expressed that he wanted his son to earn his own money rather than simply relying on his father's success. He reflects, "My issue with Marquis wasn't that he wanted all those sneakers. When I was a kid, I wanted sneakers too. The difference is that I was willing, I was determined to do the work necessary to obtain them." Looking back on his own upbringing, 50 acknowledges that his pursuit of sneakers was intertwined with a struggle for survival. He recalls, "I wouldn't for a second want Marquis to have to resort to the type of work I put in to get my kicks. At the time, I perceived selling drugs as the only viable option in my environment, so I pursued it." For him, the key difference lies in the opportunities available to Marquis. "Marquis has so many more options in front of him than I ever had. I just needed to see him pick one and put in the work." The ongoing feud between 50 Cent and his son, Marquis, appears to have caused irreparable damage to their relationship. In a poignant reflection, 50 expressed, "You ask yourself how long a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back?" The pain and disappointment in his voice reveal the emotional toll this conflict has taken on him. Despite the public perception of Marquis as ungrateful, it's clear that what he truly longs for is a genuine connection with his father. He openly states that he doesn't care about the money. No amount of financial support can compensate for the emotional void left by missed birthdays, absence at his graduation, and the lack of visits throughout his life. While it's understandable that 50 Cent's fame and busy schedule might have made it challenging to be present, it's also easy to empathize with Marquis's feelings of neglect. This complexity complicates Marquis's argument, especially when he references money as a measure of love. The reality is that parents express their love in various ways. Some fathers may provide more financial support, while others might focus on emotional nurturing. Additionally, Societal expectations often place the burden of emotional support on mothers, leading to differing family dynamics. Ultimately, every parent has their own approach to raising children, and there's no universally correct way to do it. What exacerbates this situation is the toxic manner in which both parties have chosen to communicate their grievances. Rather than having candid conversations behind closed doors, they air their differences on social media, live radio interviews, and through platforms like TMZ. Known for his pettiness, sarcasm, and trolling, 50 Cent often takes jabs at Marquis publicly. Similarly, Marquis seems to engage in the same behavior, trivializing serious issues for the sake of entertainment and social media likes. In stark contrast to his fractured relationship with Marquis, 50 Cent seems to share a close and affectionate bond with his younger son, Sire, born in September 2012. He welcomed Sire with his ex-girlfriend, Joy, and has been open about the love and connection he shares with his second son. Over the years, 50 Cent has shared numerous photos of their moments together. One of the most heartwarming examples of this bond came on Father's Day in 2019, when 50 posted a photo of himself and Sire on Facebook, lovingly referring to his son as his best friend. The caption read, "My little man is my buddy. Whenever he thinks something not going right, he go and you please just call my dad. LOL." 50 Cent's affection for Sire is also apparent in the grand gestures he makes for him. In December 2019, ahead of Christmas, the rapper went all out to fulfill his son's wish by shutting down an entire Toys R Us store for a private shopping spree. Joy, Sire's mother, shared photos from the outing on Sire's Instagram, where the young boy excitedly thanked his father. "When I asked my dad for the whole Toys R Us store for Christmas, I didn't think he would actually do it, but he did. Thank you, Daddy. Best Christmas ever," read the post. The bond between 50 Cent and Sire isn't limited to private moments. They've shared the spotlight together as well. In January 2023, the father-son duo made a stylish appearance at the premiere of BMF4 Season 2 in Los Angeles, where they walked the red carpet together in matching suits and ties. Despite 50 Cent's affectionate relationship with his son, Sire, his relationship with Sire's mother, Joy, has been deeply troubled. In March 2024, their tensions escalated when Joy publicly accused the rapper of sexual and physical assault. In a scathing Instagram post, Joy made serious allegations, writing, "Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of raping me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on." She expressed profound disappointment, stating that 50 Cent had permanently damaged the last hope she had for him as a father to keep their family intact, adding that his actions had broken their hearts for the last and final time. These explosive accusations surfaced in the wake of 50 Cent's decision to pursue sole custody of their son, Sire. According to his representative, the rapper sought sole custody due to allegations related to a lawsuit against Diddy, in which Joy was named as a former sex worker. Joy has refuted these claims, but 50 Cent's legal team cited these allegations as the basis for his custody battle. In a statement to People, 50 Cent's representative said, "The disturbing allegations in the sworn pleadings recently filed in a court case related to Daphne Joy, the mother of my 12-year-old child, has required me to take all necessary legal actions to protect my son Sire." This isn't the first time 50 Cent and Joy have faced legal and personal conflict. In 2013, 50 Cent was charged with domestic violence against Joy after an incident in which he allegedly kicked her in the stomach during an argument and caused significant damage to her property. Although the rapper pled not guilty to the domestic violence charge, he ultimately struck a deal with prosecutors, pleading guilty to misdemeanor vandalism. As part of the agreement, 50 Cent received 3 years of probation and was required to complete 30 days of community service. These repeated legal and personal battles underscore the volatility of 50 Cent's relationship with Joy, which stands in stark contrast to the loving image he portrays with their son, Sire. While 50 Cent denies Joy's latest allegations, the ongoing public feuds, combined with the legal issues from the past, suggest that their co-parenting relationship is far from stable. The rapper's decision to seek sole custody may further complicate the situation, especially as their private turmoil continues to play out in the public eye. The ongoing tensions between 50 Cent and Joy add yet another layer of complexity to his already strained family dynamics. While 50 Cent continues to portray a close bond with his younger son, Sire, the legal battles and personal accusations with Joy paint a much darker picture behind the scenes. These public disputes raise questions about how fame, power, and unresolved conflicts can tear families apart. As 50 Cent navigates custody battles and defends his image, it leaves many wondering, will these relationships ever find healing, or is the damage simply too deep? What do you think? Can 50 Cent and Joy ever reconcile for the sake of their son, or is this another case of irreparable family conflict? Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.